Guys, what's up? It's Andrea and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by today's title, I am going to be giving you guys some tips, tricks, and basically my routine when it comes to working night shift. I know it's something that is super hard, especially if you're having to adjust, if you're used to working during the day, if you're used to going to school during the day and literally flipping your whole life backwards. Trust me, I know how hard it is. But if you're interested to know how you can get adjusted, different things you can try, keep watching. Okay, so I have been working nights for probably, what month are we in? April, so like 4 months now. You guys could probably tell in the beginning I was definitely struggling. So at first it wasn't that bad. Like the first couple weeks I was like, okay, no biggie. Like I'm used to, like when I was in nursing school, I stayed up late to study. So like staying up to work was, I thought it was gonna be not that bad. So like I said, first couple weeks, not that bad. But then I started to notice that when I had, or like when I was not working, when I was off, I was struggling. Like I could never sleep. And when I was sleeping, I was waking up constantly. If I wanted to sleep at night, I would go to sleep, but then I would wake up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So it was just tragic. It was really hard. And I was like, I literally cannot do this. Like switch me to day shift. I don't want to do nights. Let me tell you, I don't want to work nights forever. Like as of now, when I have my set routine, like I'm good. It doesn't bother me anymore, but I still know that this is something I don't want to do forever. But backtracking, like I said, in the beginning, it was rough, it was tough. And I saw it, initially when I saw it affect me the most was when I was actually off and not working. So in the beginning, I thought that I needed loads of caffeine to actually stay up. So I was getting like a Starbucks drink and adding 2 extra shots of espresso. So a total of 4 shots of espresso in my coffee. And honestly, I thought I needed it. But now that I look back, I did not need it. I remember my first night I tried a bang and I didn't even get like halfway through because I was like on 10 and it was making my heart race and I didn't like the feeling. So I was like, absolutely not. This is the first and the last time that I drank this freaking bang. So that was a no for me, but that's something you can try. And then the Starbucks drink, I also wouldn't recommend it as well. I think I was just really psyching myself out and I didn't know if I was going to be able to stay up and function for the full 12, 13 hours, but it's not bad at all. So the Starbucks drink, I did that for probably about a month or so, and then I realized how costly that was and how much money I was spending on Starbucks alone. And I wasn't even finishing the coffee, so I was like, no, we gotta cut this out. I don't need it, because obviously I'm not finishing the drink, so sis is not adding up. Cut the drink out. So after the Starbucks drink, I realized, I mean, even now I still feel like I don't need to get any type of caffeine, but I do like to make coffee still like at home and bring it into work. I still do that, so that's a part of my routine. I make coffee, no extra shots of espresso. It's literally just regular coffee that's sweetened, nothing extravagant or extra. So I make that before I go into work. Backtracking as well, so like with me, I find it easier to stack my shifts together. So I 9 times out of 10, I work Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, or Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, sometimes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Regardless of whatever I'm doing, however I'm working, it has to be 3 shifts in a row because that's just easier on me. Because the way I look at it is I'm not about to spread my shifts out because I feel like you will feel like you are constantly in the hospital. Because think about it. So if I work, say I schedule myself for Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Sunday night I'm working. I'm still at the hospital Monday because Monday morning I'm there and I'm going to be there the next night. I don't know. I look at it that kind of way. I rather just stack it together and it's easier for me as far as like sleeping. So when I'm not working, I have like 4 or 5 days off so I can flip my schedule back. You don't have to, obviously you don't want to, but for me, I like to flip it back so I can kind of get back to a normal life and not being opposite to everyone else. So I work my 3 days or my 3 nights, and then when I get off Wednesday morning, I normally try to switch it back. I can say too, like, so if I'm working Sunday nights, a lot of times, well, majority of the time, except for now because we're in a quarantine, but I go to church Sunday morning. So Saturday night, if I'm not going out or anything, I normally sleep Saturday night into Sunday morning. So I'm refreshed and ready for church on Sunday morning. And then when I get out of church, I normally make it back to the house around 11:30. And then I will take my sleeping pill, which is this. You can get it from Walgreens. Honestly, you probably can take any sleeping pill, but this is just the one that works for me. At first, I tried Benadryl, but I was like, I don't want to stock up on Benadryl all the time. Like, I don't want to get tolerated or immune to it. So let me just not do Benadryl. Let me actually use a sleeping aid. So when I get home from church, I'll take a sleeping pill, and then I'll take a nap for like, I don't know, till about maybe 4:35, 5 o'clock. Because if I were not to take that sleeping pill, I highly doubt I would be able to go to sleep. So I have to take it. So that's how I do my first night, and then I go into work, obviously. And even then when I come home, I don't know why, but I do have a hard time just falling asleep in general. So again, I take another sleeping pill. Anytime I want to go to sleep, at this point in time, I do have to take a sleeping pill, and I'm okay with it because it does help me get like a good amount of sleep and actually stay asleep the whole time. So it's up to you. Some people, like for their first night, the night before, like when they're off, they choose not to sleep so they can sleep the whole day. Some people do choose to sleep the night before. It just depends, like, are you gonna go to church that morning, or like do you have other things to do prior to? It's totally up to you, but what works best for me is just trying to sleep the night before, getting up, doing what I need to do, come home, take a nap, and then go to work. When I come home from work, like I said, I do take the sleeping pill. Initially, I think in the beginning, like I really just psyched myself out a lot. I thought I had to fall asleep immediately when I walk through the door, or after I take a shower, get out the shower, immediately get into bed, go to sleep so I can feel super refreshed. But honestly, you do not have to do that. You don't overthink it. I think that's what I was doing. I was honestly overthinking it. So now what I do is I come home. I usually make it to the house a little before 8 o'clock. I'll work out, I'll shower, and then I'll cook breakfast. In the midst of cooking breakfast, I'll take my sleeping pill. So by the time I actually get into bed, like get done eating, get into bed, the pill will actually kick in, and then I can fall asleep within 20 minutes. Also, too, another gem that I use. So when I get out the shower, obviously you don't want to be ashy, so you might as well use something that's going to benefit you in both ways. I use this sleeping lotion, and normally what I do, this was purchased from Walmart, but I'm pretty sure you can get anywhere, Walgreens, I don't know, but this is what it is. And what I normally do is I'll like rub it in these areas, like in here, and then kind of, I don't like to put too much lotion on my face, but kind of in this area to kind of smell it. Because it has melatonin as well and essential oils. And while I'm talking about melatonin, I was taking that honestly way long time ago, like when I first started nursing school, when I first started working. But melatonin for some reason gives me migraines. Like I already get migraines, but they bring them on even more, so I just cannot take melatonin. And back to this, since it does have essential oils, I like to put it in those areas where I feel like it will activate the most, and it's normally in this area. And I will do that when I get out the shower. So yeah, after, like I said, get out the shower, I'll cook breakfast, take my sleeping pill, and then I'll get in bed. And normally I'll try to watch something relaxing for like 20 minutes or so. I posted this on my Instagram actually a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but like a few weeks back. The sleeping playlist that I listen to when I go to sleep, I'll try to take a screenshot of it and insert it somewhere on the screen here. I don't know. But this is the playlist that I listen to. It's pretty much just ocean sounds and like super relaxing water sounds, and I don't know why, but I'm like obsessed with those types of noises. So when I'm trying to fall asleep, I'll start the playlist, and I'm usually asleep by number 3 or 4. So super amazing. I highly recommend listening to something relaxing. I don't do the headphones, I don't do the eye mask. I don't know, I feel like headphones would make me paranoid that I wouldn't hear my alarm, or that, I don't know, I just don't like, I feel like it would make me feel enclosed or trapped. I don't know why, I'm weird, but listening to the soothing sounds, I don't know, it helps me. And no one's loud in my house, so it works for me. So yeah, I pretty much follow that same routine when I get off Monday morning, when I get off Tuesday morning, and when I get off Wednesday morning. And honestly, it's been working pretty well for me. And like when I want to switch my schedule back, so for my last night, I'll come home. Sometimes I'll try to stay up, but it doesn't work. So I'll just come and I'll take a nap. I definitely won't sleep for as long as I normally do if I would have to work that night. So I'll come home, take a nap, and then I will try to go back to sleep that night. It won't be as early, but it'll be later in the night. So it'll kind of get me back on track. So by Thursday night, I'm kind of sleeping on a normal schedule. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much how I adjusted to night shift. I will try to link these things down below. So if you want to try them out, I definitely say go for it. I highly recommend it. Again, don't try to overthink night shift. Of course, like I said, this is not something that I want to do forever. I hated it in the beginning, but definitely I can say working night shift and working day shift is totally different. It's a totally different vibe. It's a lot less busier, a lot less just things going on in the hospital. So, I mean, it's good. Like, starting off as a new nurse, it is definitely good, so you can find your pace, find what works best for you. And then if and when you do want to switch to day shift, I say go for it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you're a night shift nurse, comment down below, you know, what works best for you. Do you have a set routine? Do you just kind of go with the flow? But like I said, you'll eventually find what works best for you, because honestly, what works for me may not work best for you and vice versa. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will check you guys out in the next one.